Hello and welcome everyone. So today I'm going to give you a walkthrough of XR Engine Control Center app. So we are going to navigate to the XR Engine GitHub page and we'll go to the releases page of the repo, and then we are going to download the app image. I will click on it to launch it. So first it will check for the updates, and then the app will be launched. So this is the main interface of the app, and on the top you have the app bar, which provides access to different sections that I'm going to talk about later. And then we have the button. So the first button is responsible to refresh the current status of different components that have been required to run this XR engine in the local Minikube or Kubernetes cluster. So if I refresh it, it will just recheck all the things, and we can also collapse and expand different sections. So the first section we have is the system. So system is regarding the operating system, CPU, and the memory. And then you have the different apps that are been required for the XR engine, and it will also show you the version. And in case it is an error, so it will show the reason why it's not working. And then lastly, we have the status of different components of the XR engine that are deployed in the cluster. So yeah, that's this region, and at the bottom we have the logs. So these logs are the different actions that are being performed. Um, so you see all those logs over here. You can expand and like collapse it from here, and you can also like resize the area. You can clear the logs by clicking here, and then you can download the logs by clicking on this button. So it will show you the location where it is stored, and you can open it from here, and you can clear the logs by this button. So first thing, apart from that, like there's a settings button which will show you the version, and like the first thing that you need to know, make sure is that the path where the XR engine will be, like the code of XR engine will be cloned. So this can be an existing folder, or you can specify a new location where it will be downloaded and cloned. Next, we have the variables. So all these variables, right now they are kind of mandatory, but maybe in a coming version, they'll become optional. Okay, so I've added the value for different variables, and I've saved it. So next I'm going to, in order to make sure all these prerequisites are up and running, we just need to hit this configure button, and it will make sure all the things are up and running. So first thing we need to provide in this visit is the sudo password for your Ubuntu username. So we enter it, hit the next button. Then in here it will like again ask you, so if you haven't already provided the details in the settings dialog, then you can like again change them from here. And this force db refresh is it will reinitialize the database that is running for your Kubernetes local Kubernetes cluster. So I'll hit next button, and you can like review the values from here. And then in the end, you have the summary, which will show all the values that you have selected. And lastly, I hit the configure button. So it will start the configuration. And over here, you can see on the configure button that there's a spinner, which means that it is right now running. Okay, so as you can see, all the required components have been configured now, and we have a green check for all these three items, which means the cluster is now configured. But just to ensure, I can refresh it, and it will recheck all the required components. And here, as you can see, it's again green. So now I can go and check the cluster. So this is like the information regarding the Minikube cluster, Kubernetes cluster that is being installed on my local machine, and I can like review and manage different things from here. And then I can go to the admin panel of the deployed XR engine, for which I have to click on this admin tab, and it's going to take a while. So here you can see that it has opened the admin tab, and I can view different aspects of the admin panel from here. Then I come back to the configure, and I will hit the launch button. So it will open the deploy deployed XR engine running in my local Kubernetes cluster, and this is certificate thing, so I have to allow it. Then there are also some other certificates that I have to allow. And here you can see the location has been loaded now, so I can just navigate around and the engine is working fine. So yeah, that's pretty much the demo from the Electron app. So lastly, I'm going to show you the update workflow. And so whenever you launch the app, it will first check for any updates. And if there are any updates, it will prompt and you can ignore it or you can update it. So I hit the update button and it started downloading the update. And once it has been downloaded, you can see the button to quit and install it. So I hit that, and then next time the updated app has been launched.